Acquiring, connecting. It says streaming. Click on it here.
And good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Cayley Field on the campus of the Greencastle Antrim School District for this afternoon's PIAA District 3 AAA semifinal girls soccer matchup between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Pioneers from Lampeter Strasburg High School in Lancaster County. Today's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com, member FDIC. Also, Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Good afternoon, I'm John Freeman. Joining me today will be Ed Gottwalls, as we are just about 11 minutes or so away from the opening kickoff of tonight's I'm going to say that a lot, Ed, so I got to remember not to say that. This afternoon's PIAA District 3 AAA semifinal game, Greencastle and Lampeter Strasburg. The Blue Devils come into the game this afternoon, coming off a 2-0 victory over Cocalico High School on Wednesday in the quarterfinals. Courtney Andrusic and Mia Libby scoring for Greencastle in that one to give the Blue Devils the victory. Sidra Royer with an unofficial 10 saves in the net for Greencastle to record the shutout. Greencastle comes into the tournament as the number 2 seed. That's why they are the home team today, as they are the higher seed. Lampeter Strasburg will be the number 6 seed in the tournament. They come into this afternoon's competition with a big, stunning come-from-behind victory, but a last-second victory as they defeated Gettysburg Wednesday night in the quarterfinals 1-0 in double overtime, the winning goal coming in the final 5 seconds of overtime. So, Ed, a lot of times they say when you get to the postseason, it's not the team that's the best team that wins. It's often the team just playing best.
Well, playing best or getting that one break that just, you don't need too many good breaks in soccer. If you get one or two, you're in good shape. In most cases, as long as your defense is decent. But it does sound like Lampeter Strasburg sort of dominated that game against Gettysburg, especially in the regulation. I think the shots were like 10-1 at that point. So probably the best team won, even though Gettysburg was undefeated.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with a preview of this afternoon's semifinal game between Greencastle and Lampeter Strasburg. You're listening to the F&M Trust, you're watching the Antrim Insurance live stream on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG, and WRGG.org.
People say I'm too serious. Those funny ads for car insurance do nothing for me. I like Erie Insurance. It's seriously good. A great rate, legendary service, accident forgiveness. Not 1 but 8 reasons to switch. Woohoo! See, I can get as excited as the next guy.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Cayley Field. John Freeman and Ed Gottwalls with you as both teams are on the field. As you can see, the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils, Lampeter Strasburg Pioneers getting warmed up for today's PIAA District 3 AAA semifinal game. Ed, Greencastle this year has been led by, you could pretty much say, their big three of Courtney Andrusic, Avery Parks, and also Haley Noblet. Andrusic came through for them on Wednesday with that big goal at the beginning of the second half to get Greencastle on track. What do they need to do today to be successful in this game?
Well, I think the thing is they don't have just one player. That's a big factor, I think, because when you get to playoffs, most of the teams have a really good marking defender, and I think, as much as you can get knowledge about the other team, they're going to know about Andrusic. So it wouldn't surprise me if somebody was marking her pretty tight. But if you've got other options that are good options, that just makes it a whole lot easier. And I think that's the one thing Greencastle has been able to do is really spread the scoring around this year.
Greencastle coached by Chris Noblet in his first season as the head coach of the Blue Devil girls soccer team. Lampeter Strasburg coached by Emily Lebo.
Greencastle, to talk about goals, I think I've got them for 69 goals this year, with 11 given up, and 4 of those was that one game against Waynesboro, which is a crazy 5-4 win. Lampeter Strasburg has scored 31 and allowed 9. So, Greencastle seems to have an edge in the offense. But I will say this, Lampeter Strasburg plays in a probably a tougher league overall than Mid-Penn Colonial. There's probably more quality teams in there. Not that there aren't some good teams in Colonial, because certainly Greencastle is one of them. But just in terms of maybe they played a tougher schedule, but that doesn't always translate either way on the field as long as you're turn out to be the better team.
Pioneers with sort of you look at the numbers for this team and you really see kind of what you would call a mixed, really no one dominating goal scorer. The numbers I was able to come up with, I'm not sure how accurate they are, but the numbers I was able to come up with, Lizzie Deerdorf, the leading scorer, she had 6 goals. Molly Boer with 5, and Daniel DePacey with 4. So, you don't see that one dominating player for the Pioneers, and that could be an issue for Greencastle, because instead of having to focus on one player, now you have to focus on everybody on the field. Right,
and the way they've got their starting lineup set up, they only have one striker, and that's Danielle DePacey. So they probably send a lot of people up the wings and try to get crosses in. In fact, I know that's how they scored the goal against Gettysburg. They had, I think it was, let me see if I can figure out which one it was here. Can't remember which one had the assist. Ashlyn Keys had the assist.
Okay.
And she passed into the middle from the right side, and Booker knocked it in the goal with 4. I think it was 4 seconds left. So, when you have, you're probably playing maybe 5 midfielders or at least 4. So in that case, you're gonna have somebody quick out in the wings and try to get the ball down to them first, and maybe bring it back into the middle. Although I will say this, Greencastle's defense looked very good the other night.
Yes, they certainly did. The winner of this game will advance on to the District 3 finals. They will face either Elko or Mechanicsburg. Elko, the number 1 seed in the District 3 AAA bracket. Mechanicsburg, the number 4 seed. Those two schools will play later this evening at 7 o'clock in Myerstown, Pennsylvania, which is the home of Eastern Lebanon County High School. So the winner of that game will face the winner of this game. The higher seed or lower seed, depending on how you want to look at it, will host the district final game. So if the Blue Devils can win here, Ed, and maybe get Mechanicsburg to pull the upset over Elko, we could see a district final game here in Greencastle next week.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a heck of a lot better than traveling to Elko.
And that's certainly for sure about that. We're going to take one final break, and we will be back with the starting lineups and the start of today's PIAA District 3 AAA Girls Semifinal Soccer Game. You're watching the Antrim Insurance live stream on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG, and WRGG.org.
Underwear. To kids, it's a funny word. Underinsured. To grown-ups, not so funny. While they're both about coverage, most people don't know they're probably underinsured. And it makes sense. They tried to save a few bucks, pressed a few buttons, and click, bing, boom, a policy. But at Erie Insurance, our policies can be tailored to meet your needs, like our guaranteed replacement cost coverage. So if the worst happens, you can rebuild your entire home, no matter what it costs. It's the coverage a grown-up like you deserves, at fair prices that often beat the other guys. Talk to Erie about what's right for exactly where you are in life, not over or under where you are. And yes, I just said underwear again.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500.
Guaranteed replacement cost subject to conditions and limitations. Go to erieinsurance.com/Erie Secure Home or talk to your Erie agent for more information.
Erie Insurance.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Penn State Monalto. We are Penn State, and you are going to love it here.
You can count on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience. But where do you get that experience unless somebody gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we're willing to help pay for the cost of your education to finish your degree. You'll gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. For more information, please contact Sergeant Sear at 717-480-7254. This message was brought to you by the U.S. Air Force in collaboration with Penn Broadcasting.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Are you looking for fresh, hot food? Are you looking for a great place to eat? Then you are looking for the new Chambersburg Family Diner. Under new ownership, the new Chambersburg Family Diner is open 24 hours a day, featuring daily specials, breakfast all day, lunch, dinner, and late night. Free Wi-Fi. Anytime is the right time to visit the new Chambersburg Family Diner, 1110 Lincoln Way East in Chambersburg.
And welcome back to Cayley Field on the campus of the Greencastle Antrim School District. Just about set to get things underway here for this afternoon's PIAA District 3 AAA Girls Soccer Semifinal between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Lampeter Strasburg Pioneers. John Freeman and Ed Gottwalls with you. The teams have warmed up. It appears as though the captains are now on the far side of the field, and they are talking to the officials. We'll have the coin toss, the last announcement of the starting lineups, the national anthem, and we will be set to get going here. Kickoff is set for 4 o'clock, which is about 5 minutes from now. And before we can get to all that stuff, we're going to run through the starting lineups for those of you listening and watching at home. And with that, here is Ed Gottwalls.
Okay, for Lampeter Strasburg, the goalkeeper will be Maggie Johnson, a junior. A midfielder will be Hannah Gaughan, number 5. Lily Stoltzfus is also a midfielder, number 8. Elaine Koppelman is a defender, number 11. Jenna Daviler is number 12. She's also a defender. Kendall Hattisty, number 13, is a midfielder, as is Madison Baker, number 15. Lizzie Deerdorf also listed as a midfielder. They got about 8 midfielders here starting, I think.
They're going to pack the middle of the field, we believe.
Deerdorf's number 18. Molly Bucher, who scored that goal the other night, is number 20, also in midfield. Carly Brenneman is number 26. She's a defender. And Danielle DePacey is the forward. She's number 34. For Greencastle, Courtney Andrusek is number 10. She's at striker. The wings will be Haley Noblet, number 1, and Ella Heilman, number 26. Attacking midfielders are Avery Parks, number 6. And where's the other one here? Madison Bain, number 31. Defensive center mid is Mia Libby, number 33. Center backs are Sage Wilhide, number 4, and Riley Henson, number 7. The outside backs are Carly Bubeck, number 16, and Kendall Motes, number 11. And the goalkeeper is Sidra Royer.
So we have the starting lineups for the two schools. As you can see, both teams are on the sidelines right now. Just the officials apparently going over some things at the scorer's table.
One thing I will note, sometimes when you have schools like this from two different leagues, you really have no basis for kind of comparison. However, they do have one common opponent, and they played Northern York one day apart. So, and that was like late in the season. Greencastle won 1-0, and Lampeter Strasburg won 2-1. Greencastle also beat Northern here 5-2 early in the season. So, I mean, I'm expecting a close game. I mean, just from what it sounds like, every indication seems to me like a good close game. Although sometimes these games, if you get a lead quick and build on it or get 2 quick goals, it could be a blowout. But I don't expect to see it today.
Yeah, usually when you get to this point of the season, when you're down to the final 4 teams in the district, usually you're going to see some quality matchups, and we certainly expect to see that this afternoon. Again, Greencastle winning their quarterfinal game on Wednesday by a score of 2-0, and again, that was a game that was tied. That was scoreless at the half. Greencastle scoring early in the second half, and then a goal midway through the second half by Mia Libby to put that one away for Greencastle. Courtney Andrusik, of course, getting the first goal for Greencastle, the game winner. That put the Blue Devils up 1-0 in that game. Greencastle, Ed, when you look back, historically at this Greencastle girls soccer program, one of the more successful programs in Greencastle sports. As a matter of fact, this is a team that just 6 years ago was the District 3 champion.
Yeah, they've done very well, and seem to have a mix of seniors and some underclassmen too. So that's a good sign for the program. I just think right now they've got a really good mix of skilled players that can score. And you think, well, scoring is it's a skill, and if you either have it or you don't have it, I think they've got a number of girls that have that rare talent. So that's why you go 15-0.
And again, the game today brought to you is on the Antrim Insurance live stream on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG, and WRGG.org. And again, Greencastle making their first appearance in the district playoffs since 2015. Of course, and again, that district championship coming the year before in 2014. For Lampeter Strasburg, this is their 10th appearance in the District 3 playoffs, according to the District 3 website. They have yet to win a championship, haven't even appeared in a finals game yet, so a victory here for the Pioneers would be, or I guess a historic victory, because it would put them in their first ever district final game for girls soccer. They have a record of 6 wins and 10 losses in District 3 play, and interestingly enough, 6 of those games have gone into overtime, including the one on Wednesday.
What are you trying to say, John?
So if history has any bearing on things, we could be here a while.
So you're saying dinner's going to be late tonight?
Yeah, I hope you didn't make early dinner plans, because we could be here well into the evening. Last year, the Pioneers have qualified for the District 3 postseason the past couple of years. 2 years ago, they qualified as the number 11 seed. They beat Susquehannock 2-0 in overtime, as they seem to do a lot with this program. In the first round, then they were knocked out of the 2018 tournament with a 3-1 loss to Lower Dauphin in the quarterfinals. Last year, Lampeter Strasburg came into the tournament as the number 14 seed, and they were eliminated early. Mechanicsburg defeated them 6-0 in the first round of last year's PIAA District 3 AAA tournament. Greencastle, again, making their first appearance in the postseason since 2015. Back in 2015, Greencastle was eliminated in the first round of the tournament. They were defeated by Mannheim Central. This is Greencastle's 8th appearance in the District 3 Championship Tournament for girls soccer. They are 6-6 in District 3 play. So we're just about ready to get things going here. Both teams are being announced. Nice crowd on hand here in Greencastle. As you look at the live stream, you may not see anyone in the stands, but the far bleachers are not being utilized. Everybody is here in the bleachers directly under us, which certainly makes for a better broadcast, Ed, because we get that good natural sound.
Not to mention that, but the sun's going the other way, so we're not looking into it.
And we're going to step aside as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Greencastle, the home team this afternoon, will be in the all-blue uniforms. They will be moving from left to right across the computer, TV, or radio dial, however you want to look at it. Lampeter Strasburg, our visiting team for today, will be in the all-white road uniforms as they will be moving from right to left. The three officials coming out onto the field have to assume they would be either from the York Adams Interscholastic Athletic Association or the Berks County League, as this is a matchup between the Mid-Penn and Lancaster Lebanon League.
You would figure York for travel purposes, but you never know how that works. I do see one of the officials is a female. That's good to see.
The way it works in district play, neutral officials are used in these events unless it's a matchup between two schools from the same conference, and then you could have an officiating crew from that conference. 3 officials working the field today as opposed to 2, what we normally see during the regular season. So it's the postseason, a little bit more important, a little extra coverage from the officials. Both teams are on the field. Lampeter Strasburg will have the ball to start the game, as we are just about ready to go. Just need the officials' whistle, and we'll be ready to play. Officials getting into position. And, Ed, we are ready to start semifinal action. PIAA girls, AAA soccer underway. And a long shot down the field headed away by Greencastle. Blue Devils with possession of the ball, trying to get a number. I believe that's Avery Parks, number 6. She works it up ahead, goes out of bounds off the foot of number 26, Carly Brenneman of Lampeter Strasburg. Blue Devils will have a throw-in right in front of us, just underway. 39.5 minutes to go here in the first half of this one.
I'm always interested to see how the first touches are for some players, because you're certainly battling some nerves and butterflies, and sometimes that first touch can get away from you. You just hope it doesn't create a mistake that leads to something really good for the other team.
Carly Bubeck with the ball, trying to work it up ahead to Haley Noblet. She lost it to number 8. That's Lily Stolzfus, who kicks it out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off the white uniform. So Greencastle again with the throw-in off the far sideline. Throw in over the head of Noblet. Ball gets past the defender for Lampeter Strasburg.
There was that first touch mistake. She kind of whiffed on that and eventually gives Greencastle a deep throw in.
And now the Blue Devils with the ball well inside Lampeter Strasburg territory. Noblet will take the throw in for Greencastle. Ends up getting it back. Now she's just going to kick it high into the box, looking for number 26. That's Ella Heilman. Heilman is able to come down with it, then loses it to now Andrusik with the ball for Greencastle. Nice move there, trying to get around a double team.
Yeah, she was looking for help and found it there.
Drops it to Kendall Moats. Moats tries to get it inside to Parks. Ball comes free. Parks had a chance, but kicked away nicely by Jenna DeVeller.
That was a good defensive play because it looked very promising for Greencastle. Parks had the ball on her right foot and get ready to head toward goal, and she got it kicked away.
And we will have our first corner kick.
That's Parks taking
of the day. Parks will take it for Greencastle. She was injured in the game Wednesday night, left for a little bit, but ended up coming back before the game was over.
Drops it back to Wilhide and back to Parks, and it's just a missed kick there out of bounds for a goal kick.
Yeah, trying to set up the cross into the box.
I like that play, though.
Yeah.
That was pretty slick because it had the defense looking the wrong way and had Parks. She tried to one time it, and I think she might have been better off trapping it first because I think she probably thought she was covered, but she really wasn't.
Yeah, and that ball kind of looked like my 9-iron shot around the green, kind of like that shank just straight right. So.
Leading to a double bogey.
Exactly. So the Pioneers will take possession of the ball, chipping it up ahead, trying to get it to number 34, Danielle DePacey. Now a ball up ahead, and Greencastle will chase it down on the defensive end. Sage Wilhide will turn and get it up to Parks. Parks looks to create some space, gets it up ahead to Andrusik, but a nice defensive play there by Carly Brenneman.
That was almost a really good pass there. Broken up by Libby.
Ball in the midfield. Teams trading possession right now. Libby tried to get it up ahead to Noblet. It was deflected, but Noblet ends up with the ball. Now going down the far sideline.
She's up against 2 defenders over there.
Trying to go around, I think that's number 13.
And that's going to be a corner kick, I think. Yep.
The ball goes out of bounds, and the officials point towards the corner, so yes, it will be.
Second one for Greencastle. Or in the early going here.
So the Blue Devils with 2 corner kicks here in the first 3.5 minutes of this one. 36 minutes and 35 seconds to go, scoreless.
Once again, it's Parks on the kick.
She's going to kick it into the box. Goes a little deep. We have a whistle.
Called a push against Greencastle.
So that will end up being a free kick for
That was right in the penalty or in the box there, so they'll be able to put it out
So
about 6.
It will be a goal kick or coming from the goal box. So the Blue Devils scoring opportunity goes by the wayside on the foul. Ball put back into play by the Pioneers. Libby gets a head on it, but Lampeter Strasburg comes away with it. They're going to try and throw it down the field.
Royer comes out.
Nice job by Sidra Royer to play that ball.
She does. I don't know if Lampeter Strasburg has a scouting report on Royer or not, but she will come out.
We saw that Wednesday night.
She's fearless.
She likes to roam, and
Yep.
she did it, and she made all the right decisions on Wednesday night in that game.
As long as you pick the right spots to do it, I think that's really good for high school because a lot of times you'll just get those errant passes. But if if you get caught out there, somebody hits a good shot, you might be in trouble.
Bubeck tried to head it out of danger. Noblet couldn't control it. Ball went out of bounds, and a throw into Lampeter Strasburg, but the Blue Devils able to get possession of the ball back.
Andrusic.
She's going to kick it into the middle, up ahead, trying to get it up to Noblet. Played away nicely by the Lampeter Strasburg defense. And now they're just going to push it down the sideline, the far side, and it'll go out of bounds. Throw in for Greencastle. 5 minutes into this one, still scoreless. Greencastle and Lampeter Strasburg.
There's a foul against Lampeter Strasburg.
As Noblet trips over the feet of, I think that was Stolzfus. So the Blue Devils with a free kick from midfield. That looks to have been taken by Sage Wilhide. She tries to get it up ahead to Parks. Ball bounces around, cleared away by Lampeter Strasburg to number 34, Danielle DePacey. She's looking for a teammate up ahead, doesn't see much. Now tried to go around Wilhide, and the ball goes out of bounds. Sage Wilhide last to touch it. So a throw in for Lampeter Strasburg. Long throw, trying to get it to DePacey, out of bounds, touched by a Blue Devil. So the Pioneers will gain about 20 yards on that, Ed, and try it again from about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was off Riley Henson's head.
A long throw in into the box. Libby's able to head it out of danger for now. Settled down by the Pioneers, try to get it back in the box. Greencastle's defense once again comes up big, clearing it away, and there's a ball that kind of skids off the side of the foot.
Turned out to be an okay pass, but that's not where she intended to go.
Sometimes things work out well. Here's Ella Heilman with the ball. Gets it back to Parks. Parks is going to slow things down a little bit. Gets it over to number 11, Kendall Motes. Motes tried to get it back, but that pass was intercepted by number 15, Madison Bucher.
Yeah, she made a nice she knew where it was going to go, and she got to this place first and was able to corral it, but then kicked it out of bounds.
So the Blue Devils get a throw, and nice headed forward nicely by Mia Libby. And chased down there by, I think that's Kendall Haddisy. No, that's number 12, excuse me. Jenna DeValler for the Pioneers. They work it up ahead to the midfield area. Battle for the ball. Avery Parks is going to come away with it. Tries to thread it through to Andrusic, but a nice defensive stop there by the Pioneers.
That pass only missed by about a yard.
Now they look to counterattack. DePacey had a step on the defender, but Kendall Motes was able to recover. Nice job there by Motes, and then she'll kick it off DePacey's leg, and the Blue Devils will get a throw in.
That was a great burst of speed by Motes there. She was behind when the play started. She just caught up in about 4 steps and took it away.
Pioneers with possession of the ball, 40 yards from goal, a shot on goal, and a one-hopper fielded cleanly by Royer.
They're not going to score on that one from that far out, unless she's out of her goal, and she was not that time.
Yeah, that's pretty tough to score from 40 yards away.
Yeah.
Goal kick back to the center part of the field. Lampeter Strasburg comes away with it. Now they possess the ball. That's number 18, Lizzie Deerdorf. She goes far side, where Bubeck will chase it down for the Blue Devils, try and get it up ahead. Noblet can't quite get there. Now it's taken away by a Blue Devil and taken right back by the Pioneers. Ball off the foot of the visiting team, and the Blue Devils with a throw-in. Ball goes to Madison Bain.
What it looks like to me is that Lampeter Strasburg is trying to do a forward press a little bit and not allow Greencastle to pass the ball out of their back when they get back there. So it may be a few long passes to start things off just to kind of loosen up a little bit, but if they're not in the right direction and they gather in defense, they're going to come right back at you. But that's high pressure is one tactic teams can play. It looks like that's what they're trying to do, especially in the midfield. Of course, they have 8 midfielders, so might as well.
It's pretty crowded in there. Throw in for the Blue Devils, out of bounds. Last touch by Greencastle, so the ball will go back to the Pioneers. Long throw in up the field, ball off the head of Bubeck and out of bounds. So another throw in as the Pioneers make about 15, 20 yards on that exchange. Throw
double header.
Yeah, bad bounce, and the Blue Devils in a little bit of trouble here. Across it goes, a shot on there, and cleared away as Hannah Gahn found herself in front of the net. Kind of a bad angle, Ed, but she was able to get off not much of a shot, and a nice save there by Royer.
Actually, it was Kendall Moats kicked it out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
There's a handball, but that's not intentional. I would not have called that one either. So I think it's gonna be, or did he call it?
I think they might.
No, it's a throw, but they're putting a sub in.
Oh, okay.
So it's Greencastle's throw.
So back to the middle part of the field. Now Moats looks to get around a defender, kicks it off the leg of number 26, Carly Brenneman. Blue Devils quickly on the throw in back.
Parks. Lead pass to Andrusik.
Andrusik far side, tries to stop. Nice defensive play again. Andrusik tries to chase it down in the corner, but she can't get there as the Pioneers come away with it and kick it out of trouble, but Greencastle there to capitalize.
That defender's pretty good back there.
Yeah, she
did
get
her number.
Job. Number 7 with the ball, Riley Henson tried to get it up ahead to Parks, intercepted.
That's center fullback Kendall Haddisty back there for Lampeter Strasburg. Andrusik put a really good move on her, and she recovered so quick that she was able to take the ball away and like the next step.
Parks steps in, tries to take the ball away, and she does. Now here's the Blue Devils trying to work it up ahead.
Trying to hit Noblet coming in from the left wing, and it was weighted very well. It's just that the defender cut inside and had the better angle instead of Noblet.
Game starting to open up a little bit here. Both teams taking a little more of an aggressive stance offensively.
Yeah, I think that kind of play is going to work for Greencastle. Instead of they've been bringing it up and trying to bring it out to the wings right away, I think those penetrating passes in the middle might loosen up that defense a little bit, just like the one we just saw.
Bubeck had the ball up ahead, too far for Parks. The Pioneers come away with it. Now they're looking to set something up here in the defensive end. That's number 11 with the shot on goal, Lane Koppelman. And the save made by Royer. Again, didn't get a whole lot on that shot, Ed, and Royer makes the relatively easy save.
Yeah, she had no problem with that one.
So the Blue Devils trying to gain possession here in the midfield, battling around. Andrusik had it, lost it. Now Libby comes away with it.
Nice ball out here to
She
Smith.
finds Aubrey Smith open on the right side. Smith tries to go to the middle. And again, that Pioneer defense able to get a leg on the pass, and it goes out of bounds. So the Blue Devils got a favorable bounce, but unable to take advantage of it. Now Parks tries to go around a defender. Left-footed cross, too strong for Noblet. It will go across the end line.
Very good idea, just a little bit too much oomph on that one.
And more substitutions here, as we will try and get those names and numbers for you.
Yeah, it's still kind of a feeling out process here for both teams, kind of see what the other team is, how their style of play is, and see what might work or might not work. But I've been encouraged by what Greencastle's done here lately.
Ball put back into play to the midfield. Greencastle, Riley Henson with possession of the ball. Tries to work it up ahead. Trying to get it to Parks. Parks unable to control it. Now there's a big battle for it inside. And the Pioneers had it for a second. Now a shot there by Wilhide. She tries to get it up to Aubrey Smith. And again, another battle on the sideline. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be the Blue Devils throw in.
Moats taking this one.
She throws it into Parks. Parks trying to get some open space, not finding much of it.
Libby bursts through. Oh.
And a collision there and a whistle.
They are going to call a foul here. It's on Lampeter.
That's one of those things. Is that a charge or a block?
Yeah. Well, it was close because Libby had some speed there, or had some momentum going there, but she never had a chance to come down unless she hit the other player, so she kind of took the space there.
Free kick into Bain. Bain gives it up to Noblet. Haley Noblet trying to create some space, but it's a shot on goal. I think that might have been, that was right at the post, or maybe a little wide. But
yeah, it's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but it might have snuck inside, but Maggie Johnson made a save there. Just, you don't want to take a chance on that.
And the Blue Devils get a break, as it will be a corner kick, as Johnson was able to get a hand on the ball, but the ball went across the end line. So it will be a corner kick for Greencastle, their third. No one really in the there, and headed away easily by the Pioneers.
Henson picks it up, but She's really guarded well there by.
Yeah, nowhere to go.
That was Hattisty again, I think, number 12.
Yeah. And again, there's
Royer comes the whole way out of her box, out to about 40 yards out from her goal.
She's not shy, Ed.
No, and the Lampeter Strasburg player knew she was out but couldn't put anything on it and kicked it out of bounds. I have no problem with that. I love seeing aggressive goalkeepers.
Ball out of bounds.
You can pick up so many loose balls doing that. And honestly, most girls are not.
On the defensive end to slow down the rush.
Yeah, Moats must have made a run up that wing because she was way out of position. But ran back pretty good.
Pioneers with a nice cross. There's a whistle.
It's going to be. Looks like it's going to be offside.
I believe that's what that signal is. So.
Yeah, I believe it was DePacey was in there. Yep.
So the offside call. Ball will give the ball back to the Blue Devils. 5.5 minutes into the second half here.
We had no offsides calls in the first half, and we have 2 here, one each team in the first 6 minutes of the second.
And the one on the Blue Devils came on it was very close to being a Blue Devil goal if it wasn't called. Up the field it goes. Again, Mia Libby, no surprise there with possession of the ball for Greencastle. Libby's going to work it up ahead to Parks. Parks again trying to fight through a double team, can't. And then away with possession is the Pioneers down the far sideline with the ball. I think that's Hannah Gone, maybe. I'm trying to read a number from a long distance. I'm not sure if that's 5 or 6. But the ball goes out of bounds, and we will have a corner kick coming up for the Pioneers.
Can't see. It looks like number. Again, I can't see who's taking the kick because she's turned sideways.
Left-footed kick coming here from the far side into the box. A low kick.
Oh, that was very.
And
it's a charge against Lampeter Strasburg.
Royer came out to play that, and I believe it was Deerdorf going for the ball. They collided.
Yep. Again, the official was right there. He was about 8 yards away.
Made a very aggressive call, did a nice job to sell the call, so the Blue Devils will get the ball back and avoid what could have been a very dangerous situation. As Royer knocks it up ahead, Deerdorf's going to just knock it back towards the Blue Devil goal, and Riley Henson will kick it out of trouble across the side.
A little more pressure here from LS.
Definitely turning up the offensive intensity here in this early part of the second half. Ball kicked into the box. Libby's there for Greencastle. Trying to get it up to Parks and just too far ahead.
Yeah, Greencastle's passes are just about a yard or 2 off, which completely breaks the play down, and then they got to start over again.
Now here's Henson feeling a little bit of pressure. Does a nice job to turn away from the pressure and clear it up the field. Now Andrusik with the ball. She has some room.
That's the most room she's had all night. And she's got Noblet on the side. She's going to keep herself, it looks like.
Nice run, forced off the ball there by number 12, DeVeller. And the ball knocked out of bounds for a goal kick. And again, that's the first time Andrusic's really had any room to operate this afternoon.
Yep, and DeVeller caught up to her and took care of it anyway. She's a good player.
So DeVeller will take the goal kick for the Pioneers.
I thought originally Andrusic might pass out to Noblet, who was taken off down the left wing, but
maybe a little give and go action.
I think she thought she had the angle to go right to goal, and if that's the case, go for it.
Free kick ends up at the feet of Mia Libby. Libby comes near side to number 31. That's Madison Bain, who lost possession, and then LS will just clear it across the sideline.
And Bain just tried to kick it in the middle. There's nobody there.
Throw in for Greencastle, scramble for the loose ball. Libby comes away with it.
That's
as we've
shocking.
said about 100 times tonight. Looking to get it up to Noblet, but again, a nice defensive play there by the Pioneers.
And Parks comes in and gets it right. Said they're just not connecting on that one key pass that might open somebody up.
Quickly, the Blue Devils with a throw.
That's a good throw.
Noblet almost had a path through a couple of defenders, but a nice job there by the Pioneers to shut that down. Now here's Henson at midfield. She's just going to knock it up ahead to Moats. Moats is going to chip it in. Andrusik shot on goal, and a huge save there by Maggie Johnson for the Lampeter Strasburg Patriots. A beautiful pass by Moats and a great shot by Andrusik, but Ed, an even better save. Back they come down the other end as the ball kicked out of harm's way. I believe that was number 4, Sage Wilhide.
That was really the first golden chance of the game for anybody.
Easily the best scoring opportunity we've seen tonight.
And if Johnson had waited another half second, that'd have been a goal. But she came out just as Andrusic was letting fire, and she was close enough to just knock it aside.
We saw that Wednesday night. Courtney Andrusic with the goal early in the second half that led the Blue Devils to victory.
Yep.
Just unable to come away with the goal there.
But I think that's the kind of pass they need to make. Instead of passing it right to Andrusic, pass it in like to the side or in front of her so she can run onto it, and that worked that time.
Bain tried to clear it, lost it, but the Blue Devils able to get it out of harm's way as Moats will turn and kick it up ahead.
Andrusic again.
She's going to try and get around to Veller. Now it goes into the middle to number 1, Noblip. That's cleared away by Kendall Haddisty.
Again, a good idea. And actually Noblin and Parks were converging on that ball, but the defender got there first. They're very quick back there.
So Greencastle finding room to run here in this second half that they didn't have in the first.
Now we got a break for LS. Deerdorf passes forward to DePacey.
And DePacey
Here comes
has
Royer.
to step on the defender, but Royer's there to kick the ball back out of play.
I love that. She's fun to watch. It might cost them a goal here or there, but I tell you what,
it saves them probably more. It saves them more
absolutely.
than they would ever give up. That's for sure. Trying to work it into the box, cleared away by Wilhide up ahead to Bain. Bain's going to go cross field to
Nice
Ella
ball.
Heilman. Heilman's going to track that down. Now get it up ahead to Andrusic. Nice pass there. Andrusic, one man to beat, and she does. Andrusic has some
She's in
room.
one-on-one.
Works her way in. Gonna chip it over the
it was the
goal.
defender that saved it.
Tried to chip it over the goaltender, and the defender got a leg on it.
That was Daveler again.
Yeah.
Daveler again. She covered so much ground there in the last 3 steps and just got her foot in and just got a deflection, so it's a corner kick. We thought Andrusic was in one-on-one, but Daveler is she's so fast.
She closes very well. Parks with the corner kick high in the air. Libby tried to get a head on it, really couldn't get it towards goal. And that's going to be number 13. That's Kendall Haddisty to kick it out of trouble. Ball was saved before it went over the sideline. A chip in the box again.
Oh.
Noblet got a foot on it. Nice job there by Avery Parks to get it back into the box.
Well, this is Greencastle's chance right here. They've had 2 really good scoring chances here in the last minute.
Haley Noblet was able to get a right foot on it, but too high as it went off the football goalpost.
Yeah, she just kind of got a little bit underneath it instead of going on a line drive. I think the keeper would have been beaten, but it went up in the air too much.
So the goal kick for the Pioneers. Almost a steal there by Parks. Battling for it. Parks does eventually come away with it. Nice drop pass to Kendall Moats. Moats works up to Andrusic. Andrusic guarded nicely.
Passed it out to Heilman.
Heilman tries to run that down. She goes down, and the Pioneers are able to come away with a loose ball. Then who else but Mia Libby steps in the passing lane to get it back. Loose ball on the far sideline. The Pioneers eventually come away with it, clear it up ahead.
Right now is the time for Greencastle to get one because they've got LS on the run a little bit. They're defending well, but they're defending a lot right now.
And Bain does a nice job to run through a defender to keep that ball alive.
And the crowd can sense it here.
Quick throw into Noblet. She tries to control it, lost it. And there's Parks with the ball kicked out of play by the Pioneers. And Greencastle definitely coming out ahead here in this first 14 minutes of the second half.
Now, if I was LS, I would try to slow down here a little bit.
Greencastle definitely a lot more aggressive than we saw him in the first half offensively. Throw in down the field. Henson will try and keep it away from DePacey. Henson's going to clear it across the field over in the area near where Ella Heilman is, but Lampeter Strasburg able to come away with it. Number 5, Hannah Gahn, working the far sideline. Ball goes out of bounds, and Gahn the last to touch it.
Moats had a good play there to shield her off. Moats gets it out of there again. This time it's thrown in there.
Another kick back towards the goal, and an easy play there for the Blue Devil goaltender, and then the long kick up the field by Royer.
Ooh.
Kicked it so hard, knocked the Lampeter Strasburg player
That was
over.
weird. She must have been off balance a little bit when she touched it because she went right down like somebody punched her. They didn't.
Yeah, make sure you understand that.
Yeah.
Ball knocked down into the Blue Devil end by the Pioneers. Wilhide's going to chase it down and kick it up the far sideline, try to get it to Heilman. Parks was in there trying to gain possession, kick down the field.
LS has settled things down a little bit here. Greencastle not being able to convert on some passes now, but Libby makes another great steal, so here's another possibility.
Libby tries to get around one defender. She does, can't get around a second as the ball goes out of bounds.
Once again, I think that was one dribble too many for Libby. She did a great job intercepting the pass and moving it upfield, but I think if she had tried a diagonal pass through the middle there were Greencastle players up there, but she was trying to get to the corner before she crossed.
Definitely a much faster pace here in the second half of this one. 24 minutes and 43 seconds to go in regulation. Scoreless between Greencastle Antrim and Lampeter Strasburg. A whistle and a foul.
I believe that's a handball against Greencastle.
So the Pioneers will have possession at their own 45.
So Greencastle has equaled the number of shots now, five for each team.
As nightfall comes to Greencastle.
And also each team has 2 shots on goal. But Greencastle's had the better. That's a hold against LS.
So back the other way will come, and Greencastle tried a little quick free kick there, but the official's going to make him come back and do it again.
I don't think the ball stopped moving, or they didn't have it set in the right place.
Actually, had Greencastle scored their first goal Wednesday on a situation like that, a quick free kick, Mia Libby had it, got it up to Andrusic, and Andrusic was able to score the first goal. I think they were trying to do it again.
Yeah.
Nice touch by Noblet to Smith. Smith gets it to Andrusic.
There goes in. Oh!
Parks tried to get it to Andrusic, but just couldn't quite get it through.
That Develler is just so good at that. It looks for all the world like there's an opening, and she just sticks a foot in and gets it away. There goes Noblet through 2 players.
She's around 2 defenders. She has some space, going to left foot cross into the box, can't find a teammate, and the ball will be taken away by the Pioneers.
And Drusic went to the near post, and the ball went into the middle just over her head.
Kendall Moats there to keep possession for the Blue Devils.
Get across now.
Work it.
Nope.
Tried to get the cross. I'm not sure if it was touched by a defender.
Nope, they're going to go goal kick.
Yeah, they're going to say they're going to point towards the.
That was an excellent idea by Moats. She had a defender right on her hip, and she wasn't able to quite get the ball across before it went out of bounds.
So a goal kick for the Pioneers.
But you can see Greencastle is not passing right to Andrusic in the middle anymore. They're trying to take it down either wing, or there have been a few passes, diagonal passes, or I haven't seen any chips yet, but that's worked better here.
Allows her more room to work with the ball.
Yes. She needs space, and she hasn't had it yet.
Into the box it goes, cleared out by the Pioneers, back up to midfield. Now they're going to try and kick it up ahead to number 36. She's going to head it, try and get it around Henson. Henson able to keep control and kick it back to the goaltender, Royer. Royer's going to clear it out back to the middle of the field, over the head of Noblet on a bounce.
I like watching Henson play. She's just so calm. She's very confident in her play, and she doesn't panic, takes her time. The officials are making their last switch of the game, so everybody gets a chance in the center for the same number of minutes. Noblet gets the throw in here.
Sorry about that, Ed. Had to find the light switch.
That's all right.
I'm having trouble reading my notes. It's getting dark up here.
They're not memorized?
Had to run to the other side of the defenders
and there's a mistake by Hanson.
Shot on goal and Royer. Denied by Royer. As Henson had it, lost it, and the shot there, I think that was number 36. Another attempt at a shot blocked by Moats. Ball still free and now cleared away.
Greencastle needs to get it out of there right now.
That was the best scoring opportunity we've seen for the for the Pioneers today.
I'm going to take blame for that when I started talking about how good Henson's been playing and how calm she is, and made the first mistake of the night.
Fortunately for the Blue Devils, Sidra Royer was there to make the save. I keep calling the Patriots. Pioneers with the ball. Under 21 minutes to go here in regulation. Now the Blue Devils come away with it. Moats tried to get up to Andrusic, knocked free. And a run for the ball. Noblet tried to turn around. And they're going to... And I think some of the fans thought that ball should have been for the...
Yeah, I believe they did.
And now we're going to have a whistle, and they're going to bring her back.
Yeah.
I think it's a case of Noblet trying to work a little too far up. Andrusik has a little bit of space. Now she's going to go to her left. Now going to try and bring it back to the middle, looking to create an open shot. She does get a shot off towards the net, but easily saved by Maggie Johnson. As again, Andrusik, who was bottled up pretty well in that first half, able to find some space here in the second half.
Yeah, she's already had more open space than she did the whole first half.
Bouncing ball played by Noblet. Does a nice job to keep it in play, but unable to come up with possession, as that was Kendall Haddisty with the nice play to kick it away from Noblet. Now Libby battling for it. Ball kicked out of bounds.
That was Sophia Rhodes there for LS.
And again,
couldn't get control of it.
Throw in for the Blue Devils. Ball is taken away, and they're going to try and work
there's
it
a good.
up,
Again, there's Royer coming way out of her box.
Tried to get it to Molly Bucher.
There's still something going here for LS if they get a shot here.
Shot on goal. Royer's going to be there to make the save.
Excellent shot. And an excellent save. Royer was out on that one and went back, read the play well, and the LS player didn't see who that was. I think it might have been, was it DePacey?
I think it was, yeah. So again, both teams with excellent scoring opportunities here in this second half.
Yep.
Still no goals as we're under 19 minutes to go. Bubeck had it and lost it.
Now this is LS's time right now. This is the best they've looked in terms of being dangerous.
Scramble on the sideline. Ball goes out of bounds. That was last touched by Greencastle. That was number 36, Madison Weichel. Weicher, excuse me. There's an R at the end of that. The score sheet doesn't have an R, but that's actually an R at the end of her name, so we don't try not to mispronounce it.
That pass going to be a little too deep, and Royer's going to come out and get it.
Bucher trying to run it down for the Pioneers, but again, like you said, Royer was there.
Greencastle needs to just settle down a little bit here and get the possession back to their end of the field.
Header missed by LS. Now they're going to get possession, chip it back up the field. Libby had it, tried to dribble it ahead, lost it, but does a nice job to get it over to Noblet. Can Noblet keep it in bounds? No.
Tried to stop it with the side of her foot, but it spun right off.
And a substitution. LS looking to get that throw in quickly, but the substitution by the Blue Devils.
Heilman's back in at right wing.
So Ella Heilman back into the game for Greencastle Antrim. Long throw in up the field by Greencastle, or excuse me, by LS, as Carly Bubeck stepped in to knock that ball out of bounds. Again, another throw in.
Went off the LS player.
They're going to say it was touched by.
I thought it was, but I couldn't tell from the spin of the ball. It must not have hit too hard, but.
So the Blue Devils will get that throw in, but LS will get possession of the ball right away, trying to get it into the center. Nice job by Moats to create some trouble there and keep that ball from getting to the offensive player. Shot on goal there from a long distance. Short hopped by Royer. So the teams will head back up the field. Long kick up the ball was touched by LS, and Libby came away with it. Nice pass by Libby up to Noblet. Noblet's going to chip it up ahead, trying to get it to Andrusik. Can't get it through the defensive line of.
She needed that to be over Andrusik's left shoulder instead of right shoulder, because she had position on the inside there.
Again, the ball bouncing across the sideline. Throw in for the Blue Devils. Smith tried to get it, couldn't get possession. Now gets it back for Greencastle.
Some good fighting there by Smith. Over to Parks, and she's going to try hit the right wing Heilman, but guess who's there?
DeVella runs it down, as she has pretty much all night for the Pioneers. Heilman not going to give up. She's going to battle for it on the sideline. But LS will kick it out of harm's way back to midfield. Bucher had it. She is able to keep it in play. Runs down in front of her bench and able to get back onto the field, as Kendall Moats had it and lost it out of bounds.
That DeVella, you're almost going to have to hope she makes a play on one side of the box, and then the ball gets to the other side of the box quick, so she doesn't have time to get to it.
Before she can get back over.
That's only going to be a second or two.
Yeah, you won't have a whole lot of time. You better get it and one time it.
Got smacked on the wing for LS here, coming down the left side.
Trying to get around a Blue Devil defender. Slips and falls, kicked out of trouble by Greencastle. Parks had it and lost it. Then a scramble.
Still scrambling.
Smith was able to stop a shot. And the Blue Devils come out of it with possession, and then they lose it right back. I think you're just going to see a long kick towards goal. Royer's there and able to out-jump an LS play. I think that was Bucher who was battling Sidra Royer for that loose ball. Royer able to get up a little bit higher and make the play. Noblet tried to head it forward, knocked free.
There's a foul against LS.
And Noblet pushed from behind, so a foul called.
Lampeter Strasburg now has 11 fouls and Greencastle has 5.
Henson, big left-footed kick up the field, comes back down towards her. Now they're going to try and get it ahead, and Henson's going to try and play it, lost it, but is it going to get it back to Royer, who's going to just give it right back to the Pioneers, but Mia Libby there. Noblet knocked free, ball comes out, cleared up the field. Andrusic's in a foot race.
She gets to it first, but it's going to go out of bounds on her.
Both players point at each other, and I think you're going to say it's the Blue Devils' ball.
Whoa, that was not a good call. I'm thinking that should have been the center official's call on that one. That happened about 40 yards away from the side official.
Fans certainly not happy. Might have to shut the window here, Ed.
Park's doing a nice job of controlling that ball and swinging it over to the other side.
Kendall Moats tried to get it up ahead to Heilman. Can't quite get there as the defender was able to get in the passing lane and knock it out of bounds. Throw in for the Blue Devils. Moats will hustle over there to make the throw in. Under 14 minutes to go here. Second half still scoreless. Trying to get a throw into Parks. She couldn't get it.
She got a touch on it, but knocked it over the end line.
And it will be a goal kick for the Pioneers. 13.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Still scoreless. The winner of this will take on the winner of Elko and Mechanicsburg. That other semifinal will be getting underway here in about, an hour and 40 minutes. They'll be playing at 7 o'clock tonight. Both teams here looking to advance to the District 3 finals on Tuesday, I believe. I'd have to double check the schedule. Either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll have to check the schedule.
I think the boys 3A is Tuesday, so maybe the girls is too. I'm not sure.
Deerhoff tried to head it up ahead to DePacey. She couldn't control it. Now DePacey gets it back. Libby does a nice job to take it away from her, but LS keeps possession.
That's going to be a foul in Greencastle.
And that's in kind of a dangerous spot, about 30 yards from goal in the center of the field.
I would expect Deerdorf to be taking this one.
Certainly within range of getting a quality shot on goal from back there.
Yes, she is there, and so is, it's like a number 11.
Yes.
Koppelman taking this one. We're about 35 out. Nice shot.
She'll let it fly. Comes free and a rebound and a goal scored by Lampeter Strasburg off a rebound. Koppelman with the shot. Royer made the save. Couldn't control the rebound.
I think it's DePacey. Yep.
And DePacey was there to clean up the rebound and put it in the back of the net. And with just 12 minutes and 20 seconds to go, Ed, that all-important first goal we talked about at halftime, it goes to Lampeter Strasburg.
Well, first of all, it was a heck of a shot by Koppelman. She hit a screamer about waist high, and Royer, it actually went right to her, but it looked like it was doing a little bit of movement, and she just couldn't handle it cleanly, and got to give DePacey credit. That's what you do in a play like that. The ball's, you're not going to get offside because the ball's past you. She just charged the goal and was able to get there and knock it in before Royer got to it.
Able to pick up the loose ball and score that all-important first goal. Now the Blue Devils find themselves trailing here with 12 minutes to go, and it's not time to panic yet, Ed, but I think Greencastle's going to have to maybe look to press a little bit more on offense here if they want to get the equalizer.
Yeah, at some point they may send another player up front, which of course opens up the back a little bit, but you got to do what you got to do.
And DePazzi was the official goal scorer. And a whistle and I believe a foul called on Greencastle. So now the Pioneers will certainly take their time to get this ball back in play as the clock does run. 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go, and they're certainly in no hurry to get this free kickoff. And it'll just be a long kick into the box, headed away there off the knee of Haley Noblet. Now here's Andrusik with the ball. essentially 1-on-4 right now. She needs some help on the offensive end. A couple of Blue Devil players chasing up now.
There's nobody on the whole far side of the field.
Looks to get it to Parks, and again, cleared away by guess who? Number 12, Jenna DeVeller, who's been all over the field tonight defensively for this LS team. Greencastle's going to have to find a way to solve that problem if they're going to score a goal here. Henson with the ball. Tries to go around DePazzi. She comes away with it. Looks to get it up the field. No one there. Nice job by the Blue Devil defense to get possession back. Now Noblet. Contact there and a foul called. As Noblet went to the field. And now a free kick by Carly Bubeck. About, we'll say 45 yards from goal.
Actually,
right in
Will
front
Hyde's
of
going
us.
to take it now.
Excuse me, Will Hyde. Yeah, she steps in, number 4. Right-footed kick into the box. Ball deflects off the head of
might be a
player,
corner.
and that should be a corner.
Yep.
So really no Blue Devil players around it. The 2 closest players to the ball were Lampeter Strasburg players, but they really couldn't play it well. Went off one player's head and out of bounds, so the Blue Devils with a scoring opportunity here. Short corner kick.
Whoa, that's not very good.
Yeah, that didn't go well as that ball almost went out of bounds, and all Will Hyde could do was just kick it.
That didn't work well as well as that one in the first half I liked.
Now Royer, well out of her goal, will kick it back up to the middle of the field. Koppelman with it. Pioneers will be happy here to just possess the ball and run time. We're down to 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this one. Parks with the ball for Greencastle, turns, gets it over to number 16, that's Carly Bubeck. Bubeck lost it, and then Koppelman's just going to slowly chip it down the field to Royer, who will play it on a couple of hops. And now a kick back towards the middle part of the field. Bain battling Koppelman for the ball. Greencastle comes away with it. Parks tried to chip it up ahead to Andrusic. Andrusic does come away with it, as Greencastle will chase up the field, trying to get some offensive players down the field, but a nice defensive job there to get it back, and then trying to get it to DePazzi up ahead, but the ball goes past her all the way down to the Blue Devil goal. Greencastle now thinking offense here with 8.5 minutes to go. They trail 1-0.
I was looking to see if they moved anybody up. It looks like they're still all in position.
Still a little over 8 minutes to go in this one.
Good hustle play by Bain there.
Blue Devils trying to get the equalizer. Avery Parks tries to go to the middle of the field. A misplay there, but a nice job. And another misplay, really. And Maggie Johnson will come out and clean up the mess. As a couple of missed kicks, and the ball ends up back near the Pioneer goal, but a nice job by Maggie Johnson to come away with it.
The ball was just far enough into the box that she was able to get there before any offensive players did.
Noblet comes away with that loose ball. Tries to get it up to Andrusic. Nice job there again. That's number 13. That's Haddisty, who kicks the ball out of trouble.
Andrusic just kept pressuring until she kicked it out of bounds.
Blue Devil throw in, knocked out of bounds. Greencastle with another throw in opportunity. 7.5 minutes to go.
Of course, LS doesn't mind that ball going out of bounds. That's precious seconds.
Shot on goal, or shot towards goal by Avery Parks. Goes wide on the short side.
That was a good hard shot, but about 3 yards left of the goalpost, though.
So again, a goal kick opportunity for LS. As that will be taken by Jenna DeValer. Big kick up the field. It's going to be played by Henson. Henson plays it forward off the head, cleared away out of bounds into the bleachers. Again, Lampeter Strasburg with all 10 players, not including the goalkeeper, back defending.
Yeah, Greencastle's going to have to, they'll move their defenders up a little closer here as long as they keep it up at that end. Royer's all the way out. She's 40 yards from her goal right now.
Yeah, you have to think LS will be more than happy just to pack the goal, and now they could be in some trouble here because Royer was standing at the 25-yard line when the ball was kicked towards net.
Again, I would say that's an awful long kick for a high school player to make like that.
Far side of the field, Heilman will kick it back to her goalkeeper. Now Royer tries to clear it up the field, but taken away by LS, and again, they're just going to slowly kick it into a corner, try and run a little bit more time. Shot into the box, comes free, still loose, and a shot over that net by Koppelman, I believe.
I think she'd like to have that one back big time. She had time and space, and she was only about 7 yards from the goal.
Just kinda,
popped it up over.
Yeah, just didn't quite get a good solid foot on it, went over the net.
Greencastle needs to push everybody up now. And Drew's, she got wiped out after the play. That could have been called.
Taken out by 2 defenders there. Now Libby tries to knock Koppelman off the ball, but she's able to keep possession.
Well, she knocked off enough that she passed it to a Greencastle player, but they just not be able to get control here in the last couple of minutes.
Avery Parks battling a double team at midfield, and Koppelman comes away with it.
Koppelman's done a really nice job on Parks today, too. She's really just pestered her. Now, once again, they get the ball down the left wing deep, and
battle over there. Kendall Moats for Greencastle as the ball goes out of bounds.
She kicks it out, so it's LS ball.
Down to 5 minutes to go in regulation. Lampeter Strasburg leading at 1-0 with a goal late with about 12 minutes to go here in this second half.
Both teams had one really good chance before that single goal, and LS converted their second opportunity.
Into the box, goes off the foot of Wilhide, cleared out by, I believe
that was
Bain who cleared it out, or Bubeck, one of the two. Shot back towards goal, and again, Royer with the easy save. But again, if you're Lampeter Strasburg, the longer you keep the ball down on this side of the field, the better off you're going to be.
See, Andrusic's the only one up there right now. Greencastle needs to really press up.
Running out of time here, 4:20 to go in the second half. Blue Devils need a goal to tie it and try and send it to overtime.
There's a good defensive play there by.
That was number 8, Lily Stoltzfus, who took the ball away from Noblet.
And then we have a foul against Greencastle, which is really not what you want to do in this case.
So it will be a free kick about, we'll say 38 yards from goal, just near the numbers.
Yeah, see, now they're going to bring somebody else on to take the kick. That's smart. That's smart soccer.
As the clock continues to run, now down to 3:50.
Deerdorf kicks it in toward goal.
And the easy save there by Royer, and she's able to hold on to that one.
Except it goes right to Deerdorf.
Throws it up the field right at Deerdorf. Now she's going to be able to keep the ball in play, looking for a cross opportunity.
And it's a corner instead.
And a nice job there. I believe that was Bubeck was able to step in and keep the cross from taking place. But again, ball going off her out of bounds and a corner kick.
It's interesting to see, the reaction to the goal is instead of Lampeter Strasburg going back and just playing defense, they've stayed on the attack, which has not enabled Greencastle to get in position to be on offense.
Corner kick by Koppelman. LS did get a foot on it, but wasn't able to get it towards goal. Now Andrusik comes away with a loose ball. Andrusik and Henson now going to work a little two-person game. They have Parks on the far side.
They need more players to come up. They need them to come up.
Henson looking
There's too many players back for LS.
Drops it to Noblet. Noblet looking for someone to pass to. Now gets it to
That's a good
Henson.
ball.
A little left-footed cross was deflected. Henson gets
again.
it back.
Oh!
Chips it just over the goal.
That's some great work by Raleigh Henson. She ran the length of the field to get in position, and she made some nice plays. Her lungs are probably on fire after that. And she fought enough to get a good, decent chance on goal, just hit a little bit too high.
Henson, the defender, leading the offensive charge. Like you said, Ed, Greencastle's going to have to sell out here and push some defenders up. As LS taking a lot of time here as the clock takes down to 2:15. Noblet able to step in front of that, get possession of the ball near sideline.
Needs some help. Somebody's got to help her.
Double team, nobody there, and I think that was on the far side of the. Yeah, that is a corner kick.
Corner kick, yep.
So the Blue Devils are going to have to hustle here as the clock takes under 2 minutes. Greencastle running out of time. Parks will take the corner kick for Greencastle. The Blue Devils send everybody up. Parks shot into the box, chipped away. Koppelman is able to clear it out of trouble and out of bounds. So a throw in for the Blue Devils right in front of us. Wilhide will take it into Parks.
And she falls.
Parks loses it.
And she gets up and takes one in the face, but blocked it momentarily.
Now Libby's going to knock it back.
They need to just get there you go. That's the play.
That's Bain with the ball. She's going to go far side to number 11. That's Moats. Moats lost it. Ball's going to go out of bounds.
Greencastle throw.
Down to 75 seconds to go in this one. Blue Devils have to hurry. They need a goal. Lampeter Strasburg with a 1-0 lead. Tries to get it in. Nice job there by the Pioneers to take it away, and that's Moats coming in to try and get it back. Cleared out of danger. Greencastle just needs to work the ball, get the ball on the other end of the field here.
They've only really been able to get one good scoring opportunity and not very many chances where a player had clear possession of the ball. LS is doing a really good job hassling them.
Down to 44 seconds to go. Blue Devils on the wrong side of the field right here. Koppelman, very smart play, just going to slowly kick that ball across the end line. Now it's not going to quite get there as Royer's going to intercept it. And now Greencastle's going to have to get the ball up the field. They're running out of time here, 27 seconds to go. And a great job there by LS just to kick that ball out of bounds.
Yep, that's pretty much going to do it, I'm afraid.
Pretty much going to do it, down to 15 seconds. Koppelman and Noblet battling for the ball. Greencastle's going to run out of time here. Well, maybe one last chance, but no, kicked away. And Lampeter Strasburg is going to advance to the District 3 Finals as the clock ticks down to 0. And the Blue Devils' undefeated season comes to an end as they are defeated 1-0 by Lampeter Strasburg in the District 3 AAA semifinals. A celebration goes on the field by the visiting team as they will move into the finals next week to face the winner of Elko and Mechanicsburg, that second semifinal, which gets underway in about 80 minutes in Myerstown, Pennsylvania. So again, the Blue Devils' undefeated season comes to an end with a 1-0 defeat.
We expected a close game, and certainly after we watched for a while, we probably expected a good defensive game, and we got both. You know, a game like this, one chance, you get it. Well, I guess each team got one chance they didn't convert, and then LS got their next chance and they did convert. And that's in a game like this, you know, that's so razor tight. That's really all you need.
And we're going to take a break, and we will be right back with the post-game show. You're watching the Antrim Insurance live stream on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Those funny ads for car insurance do nothing for me. I like Erie Insurance. It's seriously good. A great rate, legendary service, accident forgiveness. Not 1, but 8 reasons to switch. Woohoo! See, I can get as excited as the next guy.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Cayley Field on the campus of the Greencastle Antrim School District as the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils see their 15-game winning streak come to an end. They are defeated this afternoon by Lampeter Strasburg 1-0 for this 2020 Blue Devil Girls High School Soccer season. You're watching the Antrim Insurance live stream on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Penn State Monalto. We are Penn State, and you are going to love it here.
You can count on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience. But where do you get that experience unless somebody gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we're willing to help pay for the cost of your education to finish your degree. You'll gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. For more information, please contact Sergeant Sear at 717-480-7254. This message was brought to you by the U.S. Air Force in collaboration with Penn Broadcasting.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Are you looking for fresh, hot food? Are you looking for a great place to eat? Then you are looking for the new Chambersburg Family Diner. Under new ownership, the new Chambersburg Family Diner is open 24 hours a day, featuring daily specials, breakfast all day, lunch, dinner, and late night. Free Wi-Fi. Anytime is the right time to visit the new Chambersburg Family Diner, 1110 Lincoln Way East in Chambersburg.
And welcome back to Cayley Field on the campus of Greencastle Antrim School District. Wrapping things up here tonight as the Blue Devil girls soccer team sees their season come to an end following a 1-0 defeat to Lampeter Strasburg in the semifinals of the PIAA District 3 AAA girls soccer tournament. The only goal tonight scored by Daniel DePazzi for Lampeter Strasburg. She scored with about 12 minutes to go in the game off a free kick, as the Pioneers will now advance into the District 3 finals on Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe. One of those 2 days is when that game will be played. And then a win there will move that winner of that game would move on to the state tournament, which gets underway a week from today. So again, the Blue Devils season comes to a close. They will finish out the year with a record of 15-1, 14-0, perfect season for the regular season, and then 1-1 here in the postseason. Ed Gottwall's already on his way across the field. You can see him on the live stream right now as he makes his way across the field to track down head coach Chris Noblet for an interview. And we are going to wrap things up here tonight from Greencastle. Tonight's game has been brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. And again, that'll wrap things up here tonight from Greencastle. For Ed Gottwalls, I'm John Freeman. Our camera operator tonight has been Matt Rock. We will say goodbye and wish everyone well. Greencastle again coming out on the short end of a 1-0 score to Lampeter Strasburg in the PIAA District 3 AAA semifinals. Again, the Blue Devils will end the season with a 15-1 record. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great evening, and we will see you for basketball season coming up in about 1 month.